Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play SimCity 4 with me, X2X. Sorry about the last two videos. I don't know how to fix them, but my mic boost was off, so if the audio is like really terrible, that's why. Hopefully the footage is good enough that you guys will want to watch it anyway. But it's my bad. I broke basically one of the fundamental rules of recording because I'm a bit of a derp. And the fundamental rules of recording say that you should never, ever, getting back together. Alright, so something went wrong here. I lost a garbage deal from Halifax. So we'll have to figure out what went wrong there. And we need to import. I'm just going to import all the water. This city can afford it. So I'll hit play and let some of this industrial growth happen, because it needs to. And this city definitely needs to spend some time growing up. Need another power plant. Oh, I didn't fund this one. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. Shut up about it. So we should still have a bunch of dirty demand, which we do. Not surprising. And I'm going to actually try something that I haven't done before. I'm not 100% sure of how successful we'll be, but I'm going to put in a couple of like little bus stops right here. And I'm going to see... Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. That'll work perfectly. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do in this city, once we've capped out our dirty demand, which will take us a little bit of time. We're not threatening the power supply. Shut up about it. Shut up already, God. I should really turn those off, because I don't use them anymore, and all it does is get in my way. I mean, they're sometimes good at helping some things, like when you get garbage lying around, but other times they don't do anything. So there's two things I want to do. The first thing is obviously keep in mind that the bus stations with the network add-on mod are working correctly. So one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just retrofit a couple in. And that'll help reduce the amount of passenger traffic coming through this this area. I wish I could unlock nuclear power plant, but I think you need people living there to unlock it. And I know I can unlock hydrogen, but getting 4,000 high-tech industrial jobs, well, it actually might not be that complicated. I just have to build them over here and then unlock hydrogen and move on. So, as always, you're going to have to, when you're doing this little trick, you're going to have to fund that up again. We're using, like, just this place is an inordinate amount of power generation. But that's what your dirty industrial cities are really good for, is taking everything that is undesirable and putting it there. I can't believe how many transit fares that I was missing. I'm going to build a subway that runs between these cities, Halifax, and the other way too. Once we get a little bit of money going, as you can see, this city is just all cash flow, which isn't that surprising. I was just about to build more fire protection, and the game is like, excuse me, we do not have enough. We require more fire stations. Fire in industrial is like Vespian gas in StarCraft. Just think of it that way. See, this is where it would be nice to have things like, in the new SimCity, you have droppable plots that can add to your fire stations to be able to add more engines to these little guys. So sort of min-max their value kind of thing. That would be really nice. But I guess I'll get to... Oh, that was nice. Just cut off the power deal to our neighbors. No big deal. They don't need power, right? Right. Pause. Everybody's got water. Say go. We still have like pretty good dirty industrial demand that we just never mind. So let's make sure Halifax is getting the power it needs by going here and deleting this stupid tile and running the power line to there. My name's SimCity and I like to play nice with friends. So now what happens if I delete this tower? Nope. It's got to be 2 towers wide. I was referred to that. But I guess that got to show you guys that it needs to be 2 towers wide. Which is always beneficial. It's always good to learn. Because knowledge is power. I don't think they need more than 9,000 megawatts. 9,000 megawatt hours. So I'm actually just going to let the city run for a little bit. Mostly just because I want the profit. But that's good. We filled up 2 big industrial zones and we learned something good about bus stops, which is that the bus stops are actually fully functional in this zone, which is nice to know. Which means we should be building bus stops in Dartmouth to take advantage of that, just to sort of minimize the impact that traffic will have on this city. So I'm going to press play, and I'm hoping, yeah, that there will be some growth as a result. There should be. Adjust my infrastructure. I probably need 2 elementary schools and 2 hospitals to keep this city afloat. Medium density. I actually need to go down to zones here to see what I'm doing. This is one downside of this build, is you end up with sectors like that, which are much harder to build in. But I have... yeah, I'll just build 3 pops and then we'll just go like... we'll perk it up. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting. Well, I was forgetting. Delete. What the hell? Why you no delete? Why you be that guy? We are never, ever, ever building cities. We are never, ever, ever building cities. Your industrial talks to my industrial. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's terrible. And I'm actually having a little bit of a tough time with this recording thing today. All right, we need water. Increase the water income, increase garbage export, and we're going to let that grow. And then I am going to pause the video really quick and put some things up. Ooh, male statue. Neat. See, that's why I saved room. Yeah, it was on purpose. I think, like, there's a pretty good chance that low wealth sims get more sick than high wealth sims. Like 90% chance, but I don't know for sure. So this is the growth in this city has actually been pretty impressive, all things considered. And there's actually a lot of bus users, a lot of transport. I think I am going to end up putting a cross-regional subway system in. You know, have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 stops along the main thoroughfare and just have them run into the next, just to take advantage of the fact that that works. So I'm going to be right back. You guys won't even notice it. And when I'm back, I'll have a timer. Alright, welcome back to Let's Play SimCity with me, XPooX. So we got a bunch of we still have a lot of manufacturing demand, which is really, really good thing. The first thing I'm gonna do, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is zone my other neighborhoods out. Well, zone one of them. Wow, that. What you doing there, little guy? Yeah, this guy needs to go home. I think he might be drunk. Mostly what I'm doing here is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is I'm preparing for the growth that I know is going to come, and this is really what our region desperately needs right now, is this type of your low wealth sims are really important, and you can sort of eventually just get rid of them. It depends on the scale you're building. As you guys have seen, and hopefully you know by now. I mean, if you don't know by now, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Should I do like I did? That's gonna be, like, if I replicate this, there's gonna be 160,000 sims in this little area. And maybe just way too many. I think we're gonna build medium density for now. If anything, just to, well... Yeah, I'm going to build it like I did before. I think I like how that works out. Four, and 4, and 4. We are never, ever, ever singing on YouTube anymore. No, 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 abort, 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 abort. Can't remember what movie that's from. So, your low wealth sims are your sort of industrial backbone, and you do actually need like heavy industrial freight, I think, anyway. This may be totally incorrect, but I assume, and I would like to hope, not just assume, I hope that to be successful, you need industrial freight. And if that's not the case, well, screw me then. Then I am a derp. Alright, so the first thing I want to do before I hit play also is I want to make sure that I actually include places for my transit, because forgetting that is actually a pretty big deal. And then I'm going to build another large high school. I probably don't even need to bother with like the elementary schools. To be honest, I could probably build no education in this area, and I wouldn't be surprised if that would be fully functional for the region. That having been said, no education and no health, that's just not, like, it's just not my style. I like to have all the buildings and have everything look good and work, and so the reason that those buildings all look like that is because of water. And because I mucked it up, I'm going to have to do like that. The first thing we need to do is more power. We probably should double our water, but for now I'm not going to. And press play. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Abandoned due to low demand, huh? Well, somebody will buy that land. First thing is, we don't need so many anymore. Don't nobody go nowhere. That's too much money to be spending. And this guy, that's too much money. Spending too much money on health. You can see how big of a difference medium versus high density is, because it's really big. I'm sort of flying by the seat of my pants right now, hoping that, yeah, so we have just ridiculous amounts of manufacturing demand right now, which is good. Manufacturing is good. It's going to help us out. And I think we should probably have a little bit of dirty industrial that we should take care of first. Maybe? Maybe, yes, no? Yes, okay, good. Good, these Sims are working in the good heavy industry. Now, providing them with a basic education may be encouraging them to seek jobs in the manufacturing industry. I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is. But we should have plenty of jobs over here for the Sims to work in the manufacturing sectors. So we're going to hit the play and hope we have enough power. Well, I hope we have enough power. I have no idea if we have enough or not. We got some Sims moving in here too, I think. Yes, we do. Okay, we get lots of manufacturing demand. Lots of manufacturing demand. Hey, look, a fire. If there was a mod that was just like, fires wouldn't erupt unless you didn't have enough fire stations, and once you had enough fire stations, they just wouldn't happen, I would get that mod. Alright, so I'm going to put a couple of offices down here. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing the Lucha accent. I think I watched that American Dad episode where he comes back and he's got a Spanish accent for some reason. Alrighty, so let's take a look here. Yeah, we need more manufacturing sectors. Manufacturing sectors. Let's take a look here. Air pollution, water pollution. Yeah, see, this is what I am worried about. So I think probably need to go out like this. Pardon me, jeepers. I'm a little... I'm drinking the seasonal favorite, that cranberry ginger ale that they release only around Christmas, and it's pretty good stuff. How far did I make this over? Screw symmetry, just make it accept. Cancel. So what I need to do right now, or at least what I'm thinking about, well, first things first, turn off the water pollution so that I can do some zoning. We need to max out this manufacturing demand to continue our population growth. And one of the things that's going to help us out with that, or one of the things we need to be careful of, well, first thing we need to be careful of is how much traffic we're generating. So we need to remember to put in bus stops. And since I like to build things symmetrical, we're going to build them like that. So the one thing that we have to be careful of is how much water pollution we're sending near our water pumps, because the city will shut them off. And sadly, these guys have a really big reach. As you can see, this corner to there, I think probably this zone will be too close. And I may have to just dezone that area and put something else there. I don't know what, but probably gifts. I don't know if there's a way to eliminate water pollution. It's one of the reasons why this city, I consider this city to be like experimental. I did that in air quotes so that even though you couldn't see the air quotes. is that I wanted to know if you can have a city where some of the land is manufacturing like this is. Anyway, we got a stadium and a bunch of other shit, like a disease research center and a city zoo. And actually we got a courthouse too. So we're gonna put the zoo. Kids will love going to zoo right beside the jail. I'm gonna put the stadium here because I hate the stadium because it's gigantic and it takes up all this space. And we've got a magnificent statue which we can put so the criminals can stare at me, the guy who basically put them in jail. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And I guess we could put the court like right across the street from the jail, and that works out pretty good. Just kind of be like, hey, you know where you're going. The booty house. We got room for you up at the booty house. That's an Easter egg I'm dropping for a friend of mine who I don't think watches my SimCity Let's Plays. And it's also an Easter egg hunt for anybody who likes that movie. Yeah, whatever, I don't care about that. That's all good. Alright. So we got power. We've got water. And we've done our due diligence to try to keep the pollution out of our water pump. See how nice that is? We can just put, like, stuff here and not have to worry about it. Man, we have a lot of manufacturing demand. Hey, check it out, we got a blimp. Ailing Agua needs aid, so I'm already getting problems from them shutting off my water pumps. Like, they're already... Alright, just shut up for a second, SimCity, jeez. Yeah, so let's take a look here. Yeah, you see, like, even these guys have brought it out really close. I may even want to relocate my water pumps down here. How old are they? They're still all 5 stars, hey? And how much money does the city have? Yeah, it's doing good. You know what? Before it creates a problem, I'm just going to build a large water pump. Put it right there. And then I'm just going to destroy these guys and export what we don't use. Let's see here. Garbage, power, and for some reason it doesn't want to do any water deals. So I may have to set up the water deals. Oh. Are they just unpowered? That might be the case. No. Well, that's why the water's not working there. Alright, so we got water. And can we sell it? Yes. Like that. And actually, we should probably be selling water to this guy over here. That guy should probably be getting water too. Because he needs it a lot more than we do. Over here. Alright, so how did our manufacturing... Oh, we still got just a buttload. Alright, so the next step will be, of course, another avenue. A little bit lower. Accept. Accept. Yeah, I told you guys. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that stupid high school. It just seems like there's no way for me to fix this. Oh man, this building's going to be... All of these big medium wealth guys are kind of cool. There's some pretty cool buildings up. I like this guy here, the like L building or whatever, but there's some other cool ones. These guys, which are like 1x4s or whatever, are kind of neat. And these guys are, I think they're 2x4s as well. These 1x4s are kind of cool. It's definitely getting time to build. Oh, that's why. Jeez, I'm dumb. Jeez, I'm dumb. Beep, borp, I'm a robot, lol. Let's see. I got one medical center, which I think is right behind there. Yeah. And that one's being funded adequately. Okay. So that's all good. I'm actually going to do the next set of building with the game on cheetah speed. And there's a reason. There's a really good reason I'm doing that. I'm doing that because what I would like is I'd like simoleon levels in this city to accrue, or I'd like to. Well, that's one downside of doing what I did. Anyway, is I'd like profit levels to go so I can start laying the foundation for my subway, because it's going to be fairly expensive. I think that already covers that, yeah. So I'm still happy with how this worked out, how it looks. Like, I think it looks a lot better to have my graves and stuff right there than placed like this, where I'm just like randomly putting stuff somewhere because I'm just too lazy or too uninspired to think of a creative way to place them. And actually, I did this for a reason too. See, there's a reason, I just don't know I have a reason for it. To put some extra firehouses in. And just totally kill my city's profitability. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Alright, Mr. Manufacturer. Ailing city cries for more juice, eh? We need more juice. But that's all the juice they gave us, eh? I say. What we need is to not forget to put our bus stops down, Holmes. Because that will be a problem, I think. And you can see, I have... Each of my industrial plots are employing twice as many Sims as they normally would. Okay, double. In essence, double what they normally would be employing. And I still don't have enough room. Which is actually the sole reason why I install this mod. Because I get really sick and tired of not having any room. I'm hitting cancel because you have to maintain this border and it just costs money. It doesn't do anything. Oops. I'm running out of power, I say. So I have 100k Sims, which is plenty. And a pretty decent regional population. In the next episode of SimCity 4, we're going to continue working the twin cities of Halifax and Dartmouth. The twin cities. Fill up Dartmouth and either start breaking ground on Dartmouth 2 or move around and do some other janky stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far, video series so far, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.